Hi guys, at the end of that fantastic, brilliant display at West London Stadium, it ended West Ham 1, Chelsea 5. I mean, Premier League clubs, you need to learn a lesson from this Chelsea. Two opening games, one from Crystal Palace and this one from West Ham United. I mean, you can't come and provoke Chelsea. You don't. Who does that? I mean, some fans cheering West Ham with that brilliant goal Paqueta scored early minutes to provoke Chelsea. I mean, Graham Potter failed to learn a lesson from Chelsea game against Crystal Palace. I mean, come on, look at the way Crystal Palace came to Stamford Bridge. Respect us as the world champion. Respect us as senior brother. I mean, play with us, laugh with us. At a point, we forgot that we were supposed to win the game, and they peacefully go home with just 1 point. I mean, West Ham, you came, Paqueta thinks that he has become the best Premier League player in the Premier League. Fantastic shot there from Paqueta. I mean, good goal, one of the best goal to be in contention for the goal of the season, this 2025-2026 season. But you ended up provoking these boys. I mean, world champion who just came back trying to relax with few games, giving some teams few points, 1 point and here and there, and you decided to provoke them. At the end of the day, we all know how it ended. It ended in a chaotic, I mean, embarrassing, disgraceful 5 whopping goals to 1 against West Ham. I mean, fantastic display from the boys. Let's leave West Ham fans, West Ham players by the side. Back to things we learn from that game, because we don't have much time. We learn a lot from that game. I mean, I will give you a few of things we learned, then drop what you learned on the comment section. Starting with the things we learned, Enzo Maresca. These guys keep proving me right that he is the right man for Chelsea job. I mean, every game that he plays, either lose or he draw or he win, he learns something. I mean, I see the positive impact of Chelsea having big screen in their training section. I mean, Maresca watching clips of teams before we play them. I mean, you could see the adjustment from that game we draw against Crystal Palace. You could see the improvement in West Ham game. Though the likes of Tosi came in, which was a very big impact, we still talk about that as we progress on the things we learn. But with Enzo Maresca, kudos to him. I mean, fantastic setup. Palmer should have started that game, but he has a little bit setback. He was dropped just to take caution. I mean, assess his injury and know when he will be ready to play for Chelsea. And the man of the match himself was introduced and he ended up winning man of the match. We still bring that as we progress. So Enzo Maresca, fantastic lineup, fantastic setup, fantastic approach to the game. I mean, despite we consider the first goal, kudos to him. He did well today. Moving on to the center, to the goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez. I will blame him. He has part of my blame in that Paqueta goal, and also credit goes to Paqueta for, I mean, striking such a ball from outside the 18-yard box. Sanchez didn't expect that goal. Even not Sanchez, the defense, we are not expecting Paqueta to shoot that game. I mean, because they could have blocked him, or Sanchez could have been ready for that game, for that shot. That brings me the reason why so many fans still don't believe that Sanchez is the right man for Chelsea if we want to win the Premier League or do big things. But I still trust in Sanchez. I know that no one is above mistake. He should have been ready for everything. You are playing in the Premier League. I mean, come on, Premier League is not a joke. We have players who can struck such a better ball than Paqueta own in Premier League. I mean, the likes of Mamouche. There are players who can struck ball even from their own half to your net. I mean, you have to be ready at all time, even when your team is with the ball. You have to be ready. There are players, smart players who can, I mean, dispossess your team with the ball and shoot on goal, take you on away. And nevertheless, fantastic display from Sanchez. Apart from that goal he considered, I mean, he had to go back, watch this game, and know that he has to be ready if he wants to be the man for Chelsea in goal, for Chelsea to win the league, win Champions League, do great things this season. Moving on from to our defense line, I will bring 3 of them together because of our time. the uncle himself, Uncle Tosi. You could see his impact in this game against West Ham, moving forward, progressing the ball from Chelsea back to the opponent half. You could also see his impact in defensive wise, experience wise. You could see his impact in every aspect. See the way he plays this long ball, progress passes from Chelsea defense, and that is exactly what we like against Crystal Palace. Defensive wise, he was okay, he was fantastic, putting his bodies, blocking so many shots, making so many tackles and here and there. His fellow partner in that centre back, Trevor Chalobah, fantastic game Trevor is having this season. Even from last season, got a goal, fantastic goal. He smashed that ball so well. He had this, I think he had this opportunity against Crystal Palace that he smashed, he played off target, he smashed up. Against West Ham, he was able to redeem himself. Fantastic goal from him. Defensive wise, he was okay. Had some series of tackles won. He has some series of blocks here and there. Him and Tosi, their partnership was so solid, so okay. It seems that everybody playing with Trevor will always be good. Ashimpong played with him against Crystal Palace. They got a clean sheet, had a fantastic game against Crystal Palace. Tosi this time around, two of them had a fantastic game as well. So moving on our wing backs, Cucurella had a fantastic game today. Going forward, he got an assist with that header. Defensive wise, he was okay. He was able to control the guy that is playing that left side. Malagosto at the same time was okay starting the game. Defensive wise, he was okay. Going forward, he was okay. He is improving his game after game. Kudos to him. Reece James came in for him, bringing in that balance, that composure. In our defense, Joao Hato also came in for Marc Cucurella and was okay. Sitting back, allowing Reece James to do the inverting role into Chelsea midfield. Fantastic display. Moving to our midfield area, the partnership of Moses Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez has also started clicking. It was a little bit checking against Crystal Palace, but against this West Ham United, it was flourishing. Caicedo sitting back to the dirty works for his team, for Enzo Fernandez, to move forward, and you could see he was at the right place at the right time to tap in that brilliant William Estavo Mesinho cross. Fantastic display from the two Chelsea sitting midfielders. Kopama could have started in that number 10 role position. He was injured before the game, but it was Joao Pedro who played that number 10 role position. It was fantastic. You could see what Joao Pedro will bring into the Chelsea team. Options everywhere. He can play wide, left wide, right wide. He can play behind striker. He can play as a number 10, which he played yesterday. He was fantastic. Got a goal, 2 assists. It was a pity he deserved to be man of the match. I think the Premier League think otherwise. They couldn't bear to see what a fantastic display the Brazilian Estavo gave in. But to award him with the man of the match, who could see such a talent without appreciating him? That brings us to William Estavo Mesinho, a star in the making in the Premier League. This guy will be a nightmare to Premier League defenders. His first time in London, his first time at the Stamford Bridge, his first time in the league, his first time in top flight European league, and he is already a nightmare for Premier League defenders. A league deemed to be the toughest, a league team to be the most aggressive, the most intense, with the most fantastic, aggressive defenders. But was not a problem for Estavo to do what he knows how to do best. Look at that brilliant assist he gave to Enzo Fernandez. I don't think I can count how many players under the same age we make such a drive. He started the attack. He was brilliant enough, smart enough, sharp enough, clever enough to read the movement of Liam Delap. to be at the right place at the right time to receive that ball from the lap, make such a run to pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenders. I mean, giving Soucek a mat to lie down while making that cross to Enzo Fernandez to finish for Chelsea, third goal of the night. Fantastic, brilliant, deserved man of the match performance for Estavo. Heading up to the next winger, Pedro Neto. I mean, who had a fantastic game against West Ham. Got a goal. I think he got an assist as well. Brilliant display from Pedro. Always look to take his man on the road. Always look to use his pace, his speed. I mean, he always makes use of that pace and speed. I mean, you could see his run every now and then. I think he can as well prove more on his crosses and his, I mean, decision making. He will as well look forward. I mean, he had this in him last season. I can count how many one-time cross, brilliant one-time cross he made to Nicola Jackson and all that in last season. But I think he's becoming a little bit drop in form in that aspect of crossing. I mean, he had some series of chances he would have crossed one time, but he decided to trap, then looking up and made the wrong decision. But nevertheless, he had a fantastic game yesterday. Scoring that goal, was at the right place at the right time to head in that Pedro Neto, João Pedro cross. Good game for him. And moving on to the last man in that starting lineup, Liam Delap. I had a lot of people after that game complaining yet again that number 9 course is still working on Liam Delap, and I must assure you that Liam Delap had a good game. I mean, you can barely notice his impact in that game against West Ham United. He drew every attention of West Ham defense to him, to give his teammate the chance to go in and score. And that is part of a striker work. It must not be that a striker will score in a game. I mean, his impact to divert the attention of defenders to him, to allow his wingers, his midfielders to get in a good position to score, is one of the best thing you would expect from a good striker. I mean, he had a good game. He will score. We saw him score a couple of goals against AC Milan in the friendly games of Chelsea, and you could see what he can give you when he has the ball. I mean, good game he had. Look at the game, that goal of Enzo Fernandez. He was a very integral part to that goal. He was big enough, aggressive enough, I mean, striker man enough to hold up a defender who could have blocked Estavo from making that movement into West Ham 18-yard box. But the lap was big enough to hold that defense, even when he is no longer with the ball. He was holding the defense to allow Estavo to make that brilliant movement. I mean, I still can't believe that most of fans, but I was hearing it from a different opposite fans. I mean, I think I heard it from Kobo, one football analyst, saying that the number 9 is a cause is having an effect on Liam Delap. But Liam Delap will have his time. I promise you, this guy will get double figures just in the Premier League. I mean, for goals, I mean, fantastic display for him. He had a good game. From the guys who came in, Santos, I think he's still learning the league. He is a good prospect. We know what he can give to the Chelsea team. He still looks a little bit shaky in decision making and all that, but I know he will come around. Gittins came in. He still showed the potential in him. I mean, though he didn't have enough time to show himself, but all these new players that came into this new league, I mean, we surely come of age with the English league. Don't mind what Estavo is doing. He is one of the rare talents you can find in centuries. I mean, he's a fantastic player, man of the match performance. Like I said, let me hear what you learn on the comment section. There's a lot to learn. For the sake of the longevity of this video, this is where we will pause it. Like the video if you think we did an amazing job. Subscribe if you have not done so. Share the video and comment what you learned. Comment anything if you did not learn anything on the comment section.